We've got 3.9 seconds to play between Davis County and Marshall County. The game is tied at 45, and Glenn Bird joins me for the broadcast this afternoon as we'll get ready for the big championship game between the Barren County Trojanettes and the Franklin-Simpson Lady-Cats. And Glenn, this is we want to make sure that we let the people know. Appreciate all of you listening this afternoon on WCLU at 104.7 FM in Glasgow, and also our folks just down the road here at 31 WWFKN, one of our Commonwealth broadcasting stations at 92.3, as they are taking our broadcast here this afternoon. But Glenn, talking about this game coming up, I know this is one going down to the wire here between Marshall County and Davies County, but Barren County and Franklin-Simpson for the championship. And this is a game that you've got the number 1 team of the 4th region against the number 5 team of the 4th region in today's Bowling Green Daily News prep poll, and it ought to be a good one.
Jay, I think it's going to be a real good game. And, you know, you and I both watched Franklin the other day a little bit.
Yes.
And if they're number 5, I'm thinking, my goodness, I was surprised. They are a much, much better team than what I really expected, when I saw the rating on them at the number 5 spot.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, they can shoot from the outside. They've got a great inside player. They may not have depth. They're bench.
Right.
But beyond that, their starters are solid.
Yeah. Especially Allie Pennington, a very good three-point shooter who's been shooting about 48% from behind the arc. She averages about 23 points a game. Franklin-Simpson comes in at 7-3. By the way, this game is now going to overtime. We didn't think it would, because Davis County had about a 6-point lead there with a minute to go, and Marshall County came back and hit a couple of shots. They've tied it up at 45-45, so it's going to be an overtime game here with Lady Marshalls and the Lady Panthers of Davis County. But the Trojanettes come at 11-0, Franklin-Simpson at 7-3. And I want to thank all of our people that are helping out with this broadcast today. Luke Pritchard, our studio producer at WCLU in Glasgow. Will Cody at WFKN in Franklin. Will Perkins and the BC Live with live stream here today, bringing you the broadcast of this championship game between Barren County and Franklin-Simpson. And, of course, after today, the Trojanettes will be off until Friday in a girl-boy doubleheader against Warren East in a district doubleheader. And then Saturday, the Trojanettes will be in Bowling Green at the German-American Bank Shootout. That's at 12:45 against Clarksville, Tennessee Christian School. And so it's going to be at least we get 2 or 3 days off here before. It's been a busy last 4 days.
It has a lot going. And Jay, you mentioned the school from Tennessee that the Trojanettes will be playing on Saturday. Very good team.
Yes.
Solid, very solid.
So now this game is going in overtime here between Marshall County and Daviess County as we continue our pregame coverage here. Countdown to tip-off brought to you by Don Franklin in Glasgow. So let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back with more of our pregame coverage here from South Warren High School in Bowling Green. It's the final day of the Lady Spartans Holiday Bash, and you're following our broadcast here on the Commonwealth Broadcasting Radio Network.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
In Bowling Green, it's Jay Turner along with Glenn Bird for the broadcast here this afternoon on the CBC Radio Network as the Daviess County Marshall County game still going on here for third place in this Lady Spartans Holiday Bash. And right now it is a 47-45 lead for Daviess County with 2:28 to go in the overtime period. As we mentioned, Franklin-Simpson coming in at 7-3, Barren County 11-0. This championship game coming up. So the time was slated to start at 1 o'clock. And we're already at 12:56, and I don't know. I think the game this game right here, Glenn, they only gave about 11 minutes to warm up because the first game lasted a little longer than they thought. So wasn't for sure how much time the teams will have to warm up here after this game is over, with it slated to start at 1. They usually at least 15 minutes. What do you think?
I bet they don't do that today, Jay. That's just my guess.
Because normally they give you 20 minutes between each game, and they haven't done that here today. So that's the reason why we thought we'd go on just a tad early.
Just in case.
Actually, we went on at the regular time we were supposed to, but now all of a sudden a 6-point lead evaporated for Davis County, and Marshall County set it in overtime here with 2:17 left. It's a 2-point lead now for Davis County at 47-45 over Marshall County. Franklin-Simpson's wins here in the tournament have been over Union County 63-22. They beat Marshall County. This team is playing right now, and it was Marshall County's first loss of the season to Franklin-Simpson. And the Lady-Cats winning that ballgame 39-35. And then yesterday, Franklin-Simpson defeated Owensboro 71-54. Now, this is a team that averages over 55 points a game. They shoot about 39% of the field. They make 36% of their three-point shots. And again, Allie Pennington, a very good three-point specialist, shooting at 48% from behind the arc, averages about 23 points a game. Her, along with Chloe Smith, the 6-foot senior center for the Lady-Cats, she's averaging double figures as well at 13.5 points a game. Now, of course, Franklin-Simpson just down the road here, about 10 minutes away from South Warren. They play in the 13th district against Logan County, Russellville, and Todd County Central. Now, their wins this year have been over Edmondson County, 66-60, Glasgow 51-44. They beat Chattanooga Boyd Buchanan 65-23. Johnson Central, that's also a good team, 57-52. And again, the three games here in the Lady Spartan Holiday Bash with Union County, Marshall County, and Owensboro. And Marshall County was a close one there in a low-scoring ball game, 39-35. Three losses for Franklin-Simpson have been to Monroe County, 59-55. Cumberland County, 51-44. Both those teams out of District 16. And the other loss for the Lady Cats have been to North Greene County, Tennessee, by a score of 51-36. Franklin-Simpson has won 5 of the last 6 meetings against the Trojanettes. The last time was last year, Glenn. We remember that. Down at Diddle Arena in the 4th Region semifinals. Franklin-Simpson winning that ball game 41-29. They went on to win the regional championship over Metcalfe County before they lost to George Rogers Clark in the Girls State High School basketball tournament at Rupp Arena in Lexington. They finished the year last year at 28-3. They lost to George Rogers Clark 64-42 in that state tournament game. And Franklin-Simpson, a team that lost 7 seniors from last year's ball club, and including Larisha Cawthorn, of course. We remember her the last few years. 21 points a game average last year, but they brought in Allie Pennington, a transfer from Tennessee, who's kind of made up the difference for this Franklin-Simpson basketball team.
She can shoot it, Jay, and she doesn't mind shooting it from the volleyball line.
That's right. And she can make it, too. You leave her open, and she will burn you. And so we'll see her this afternoon here in this championship game of this holiday bash here at South Warren High School. We'll talk about the Barren County Trojanettes when we return. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with more of our countdown to tip-off, brought to you by Don Franklin in Glasgow, as you're following the broadcast here on the Commonwealth Broadcasting Radio Network.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan. for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role
in our 11-0, and the 3 wins here in this tournament have been over Daviess County. This team is playing Marshall County right now. The Trojanettes winning that ball game 50-31 on Saturday, and then on the second game on Saturday, they defeated Central Hardin 65-36. They played the 2 games on Saturday, and then yesterday afternoon defeated Christian County 67-54. Now the Trojanettes did not shoot the ball that well from the free throw line. And looking at the stats here, Barren County only shot 6 of 15 from the charity stripe in that game, still won by a total of 13 points against the Lady Colonels. Against Daviess County, Shelby Bird has led the scoring in 2 of the 3 games. She had 21 against Daviess County, 24 against Central Hardin, 14 against Christian County yesterday, as Addie Slagle finishing that ball game with 15 points. And this ball game is finally over, Glenn. It went overtime, and 53-49 is the win here for Daviess County as they take 3rd place here in this Lady Spartan Holiday Bash. Trojanettes, again, will be in action on Friday against Warren East at home as part of a girl-boy doubleheader Saturday at Bowling Green. The German-American Bank shootout against Clarksville Christian. That game is at 12:45 on Saturday. The Barren County Trojans got the championship win last night down at Logan County in a game you heard over on WCLU Radio in the Holiday Hoops Classic. The Trojans winning that ball game over Raceland by a score of 59-51. We will take another 2-minute break, and we'll come back as the teams are starting to warm up now. They're going to give them 15 minutes, looks like. So we're going to be on there a little bit longer than we anticipated. But, they're going to give the teams 15 minutes to warm up. Again, it's Barren County and Franklin-Simpson here this afternoon for the championship of the Lady Spartan Holiday Bash. And you're following our broadcast here. We'll be back in 2 minutes here on the CBC Radio Network.
Health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport?
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie. It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Welcome back to South Warren High School Gym here in Bowling Green. Jay Turner with Glenn Bird covering the championship game here this afternoon of this Lady Spartan Holiday Bash. The Barren County Trojanettes and the Franklin-Simpson Lady-Cats. And the new rankings came out today from the Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll. We mentioned Barren County and Franklin-Simpson, 1 and 5 here in the 4th region. Barren County has been the number 1 team all season long so far. Cumberland County at number 2. Allen County, Scottsville at number 3. Monroe County 4, Franklin-Simpson 5, Metcalfe County 6, Bowling Green at number 7, Russellville at number 8, and Russell County at number 9. And over on the boys' side, Warren Central named the number 1 team, followed by Clinton County, Monroe County, and South Warren. Barren County was 5th, with Bowling Green, Glasgow, Greenwood, and Franklin-Simpson following. So It could be very possibility here, Glenn, that we could see. I know we're going to see these two teams meet on the court again down at Franklin in February. Or maybe it's January. I'll have to look at the schedule. I can't remember for sure, but I know we'll be at Franklin-Simpson on for a regular season doubleheader. But it's very possible we could see these two teams right here in the 4th region tournament somewhere down the road.
Jay, it wouldn't surprise me a bit. I agree with you totally. Franklin is kind of a scary team. I mean, they've got a really good inside player. They've got a girl that can fill it up from the outside if you leave her open, and they're just very dangerous. And then they've got some support players around them that fill different roles and do a nice job.
Yep. So it's very possible, and I think they have one or two that have not returned to the team yet because of injuries. So that will make them even deeper as far as depth's concerned for their basketball team. Lots of games today. I mean, a lot. I got almost 2 pages. Just about everybody in the region playing somewhere today. And it's the Girls Caveland Classic over in Edmonson County. The Glasgow Lady Scotties, I think, have tipped off. Yes, it is about 9 minutes after 1. They tipped off at 1 o'clock this afternoon against Butler County. That game with Chase Landrum over on WCLU Blue Channel at 103.1 and 1490. Other games in the Caveland Classic today at Edmonson County. Monroe County girls are to take on Taylor County. And then at 5:30, Edmonson County, the host school, will play Meade County. Other girls games today, the LIS, the Lady Invitational of the South at Allen County, Scottsville. Bowling Green taking on Grayson County. Allen County, Scottsville against Greene County. Some of the local teams there. In other action today, Cumberland County girls are at Columbia, Tennessee Academy. Caverna girls are at Somerset. These are all girls games. Russell County against Gallatin County at Somerset. And, of course, Clinton County is playing at Somerset, that invitational tournament against Hazard. Greenwood against Henry County at the Carroll County Invitational. Metcalfe County Lady Hornets at the Louisville Ballard Invitational against Lexington Tates Creek. Hart County girls against Whitesville Trinity at the Ohio County Classic. And the Todd Central girls playing Murray and Ballard Memorial. 2 games there at the Murray Invitational. Over on the boys' side, the Caveland Classic going on in Edmonson County over in Brownsville. Couple of area teams participating in that. Clinton County against Breckenridge County and Edmonson County against Nashville Kip Collegiate. Other games involving boys' teams today from around the region include Warren East hosting Gainesville, Florida today. Franklin-Simpson is at home against Leslie County. Russellville at home against Menifee County. Metcalfe County is in the Gulf Breeze Invitational down in Pensacola, Florida, and they're taking on South Greene County, Tennessee. And also in that same tournament, Monroe County against Kodak, Tennessee, Northview Academy. Adair County at home today against Somerset. Russell County against Newport Central Catholic at the East Jessamine Classic. Hart County against Trinity Whitesville at the Ohio County Invitational. Bowling Green Purples against Lexington Sayre at the Lexington Christian Invitational. Caverna Colonels are in Lexington at the Lexington Catholic Invitational against Lexington Bryan Station. Taylor County playing Collins, also that Lexington Catholic tournament. Greenwood is in the Surf and Slam down in El Cajon, California.
Oh, wow.
They're a long way from home.
They are a long way away, Jay.
And Allen County, Scottsville against Union County at the Ballard Memorial Tournament. So as you can see, lots of games going on today with all these holiday classics and Christmas tournaments and holiday New Year's bashes and so forth. So
everything going on right now, Jay.
Of course, after today, if you're a Barren County Trojanette fan, you're off until Friday when the Trojans and Trojanettes host Warren East at home in a district doubleheader. And then Saturday, as I mentioned earlier, the Trojanettes are at Bowling Green at 12:45 in the German American Bank Classic against Clarksville Christian out of Tennessee. The Trojans will be at Adair County on Saturday night. So once I get done in Bowling Green, Glenn, I've got to go to Columbia and do a boys game. So So, it doesn't stop. Tis the season.
Maybe if you got some spare time, you can stop at that nice restaurant down there in Columbia and get a sandwich.
That's right. I have before. Yeah, the Black Stallion over in Columbia. That's a good place. Good place to stop.
Jay, I looked at our schedule. The Trojanettes travel down to Franklin. It's on a Tuesday, February the 3rd.
Okay, February 3rd.
Yeah, it'll be, of course, boy-girl doubleheader.
Yeah, that's right.
Girls to play first that night at 6.
Yeah. All right, let's do some keys to the game here. Brought to you by J&J Sales. If you're a Trojanette team and you're a Lady Cat team, what are the keys both ways here? What do we look at?
Well, if I'm a Trojanette fan, I think one thing I've got to look at is I've got to be able to slow down. I'm not going to say stop, but I've got to be able to slow down the three-point shooters. Mm-hmm. I've got to defend. I've got to get out on them and not let them even have that volleyball court line type shot.
Right.
Without having a hand up and up in them. The other thing I feel like I've got to do, if they miss those shots, long three-point type shots, and I'm a Trojanette fan, I've got to be able to block out and rebound. This may be the best big inside player that the Trojanettes have faced.
Yeah, and we have, Chloe Smith's a very good basketball player, 13.5 points, 6 rebounds a game.
And very good. So we've got to take care of business on those two spots. Now, are you going to do that every time, Jay? Probably not. It will be difficult, but you've got to work at it and got to try to do your very, very best. If I'm a Franklin-Simpson kind of fan, what I'm looking at is the Trojanettes have so much depth. When I look at it, people, you can start a 5 and then you can bring several other players into the game and knock down threes and rebound and make shots inside or out. They've got a great bench supporting cast, and that could be an advantage that the Trojanettes have over the Wildcats
tonight. A little
more
depth, yeah.
Yes, a little bit more depth and players that can be a key factor in the game.
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting.
It will.
It sure will be. Is the Trojanettes trying to go for win number 12 in a row, and Franklin-Simpson looking for win number 8. So these are two very good basketball teams, and you're going up against the defending 4th region champs from last year too.
That's exactly right, Jay.
Yep. So anyway, we're still about 4 minutes away from tip-off, and we'll take a 2-minute break. Come back with the starting lineups of this afternoon's ball game and this championship of the Lady Spartan Holiday Bash. A 2-minute break as you're following our broadcast here on the Commonwealth Broadcasting Radio Network.
I'm Franklin. We're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable, a A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
A little less than 2 minutes away before we get this championship game going between the Barren County Trojanettes and the Franklin-Simpson Lady-Cats. Let's take a look at this afternoon's starting lineups brought to you by Lakeside Recycling. First for Ashley Taylor's Lady-Cats of Franklin-Simpson. They'll start a junior, number 24, Allie Pennington, averaging 23 points a game. Chloe Smith, number 15, a 6-foot senior, averaging 13.5 points and 6 rebounds a game. Mackenzie Taylor, number 21, a 5'7 senior, averaging 2.5. And this is unofficial. We did not get the official lineup because they're across the way there. Didn't have a chance to go over there and get it. But I know Reese Myler plays quite a bit, a senior, 4.5 points a game. Madeline Dean, a 5'9 junior, who averages 3 for the Lady Cats. They're across the way to our left. Barren County across the way to our right. Lady Cats will be in white uniforms with blue numbers and letters trimmed in blue. And the Barren County Trojanettes in black uniforms this afternoon with burgundy and gold numbers outlined with burgundy or outlined in gold and burgundy stripes down the sides. The officials for today's game are Adam Ryder, Mike Harvey, and Brian McPherson. The officials are sponsored by Extreme Health Club and Fitness for Women and ATM Media Solutions. Okay, I think we're back on. We had somebody pull our plug on us. So, anyway, where was I, Glenn? I lost my train of thought there.
Well, you're getting ready to start with the lineups. You're just going over Franklin-Simpson. Unofficial starting lineups.
Okay, well, here's the starting lineup for the Barren County Trojanettes. Our 11th year head coach, Piper Lindsay. Shelby Bird, number 24, a 5'8 junior, averaging 19.5 points a game. Mahala Burton, number 3, a 5'7 sophomore, averaging 6. Addie Slagle, number 11, a 5'3 sophomore, averaging 10.5 points a game. And Ashley Atkinson, number 35, a 5'10 senior, 4.5 points a game. And Riley Wilson, a 5'10 senior, who averages 3. Lady Cats will start today. Milo Rigsby, number 10, a 5'6 senior, along with number 21, Mackenzie Taylor, a 5'7 senior. Allie Pennington, number 24, a junior. Chloe Smith, number 15, and number 20, Reese Myler, number 20. She's a senior, averaging 4.5 points a game. So we'll get ready for the opening tip, brought to you by Farmers RECC, and our first quarter of action brought to you by Raphael Sports Bar.
Hey, Jay, I'm going to throw something out to you. If you look at the Franklin-Simpson bench, you're going to see a familiar face over there. Remember Coach Angie Vaughn?
I do.
From Barren County?
Yes, she coached softball at Barren County at one time.
And she's an assistant now for
That's
Franklin-Simpson.
True. I see her over there on the bench. Yep, she was softball coach at Barren County for a few years.
Yes.
Chloe Smith for Franklin-Simpson and Ashley Atkinson for Barren County. The toss and tap controlled by the Lady Cats. And it's Pennington with the basketball. She's going to be defended by Shelby Bird as she gets the assignment on the three-point specialist, Allie Pennington. She's got it to the right side of the floor. Gets the screen, cuts back left, pulls up, free throw line, shot good. So Pennington quickly on the scoreboard for Franklin-Simpson, 2-0. And the Barren County Trojanettes with the basketball. This is a 2-3 zone by Franklin-Simpson. Slagle with the basketball straight away. Comes over to Burton. Back over to Slagle. Slagle in the middle of the Bird. Bird, free throw line. Her shot goes up. It rims out. And the rebound comes off to Myler for Franklin-Simpson. Here comes Pennington crossing the midcourt stripe. Pennington on the left side of the floor against Bird. They come to set a screen. That's Smith with a screen. She'll give it off right side to Myler. Down to the corner now. It goes down inside to Smith. Smith working inside the paint. Puts it up. Missed the shot. Battle for the rebound. Picked up there by Riley Wilson. Off it goes to Atkinson. Atkinson bounce pass on the left side. Burton on the baseline. Burton pulls it back out and gives it to Slagle. This is kind of an extended 2-3 zone. They've got it spread out pretty good there. Franklin-Simpson does. They go down inside. It's Bird in the paint. Goes up with the shot. Blocked in there by Smith. Tap back out to Burton. Goes right side with it to Slagle. Back out now to Burton. Sends it left side, Atkinson. Atkinson down low. It's Bird posted up in there against Smith. Kicks it out for a three-pointer. It is in and out. And the ball slapped over to Pennington. And here come the Lady Cats of Franklin-Simpson once again. You can't leave her any space. Smith comes over to set a screen, but she drives the other way against Bird. Off-balance shot is in and out. She was falling away. Offensive rebound, and it's going to be taken out of her hands as Burton has it for the Trojanettes off to Bird. Bird cuts into the lane, goes up between two players, and it will count and a foul. And that will send Shelby Bird to the free throw line for a chance at a three-point play here. Did not get to who the foul was on there, Glenn.
I didn't either, Jay.
Of course, the officials' backs are to us, and when they signal the scores table, we can't see who it is, and they don't announce it or put it up on the board either. Here's Bird's free throw coming off. Rebound, Franklin-Simpson. Taylor with the basketball, gives it off to Pennington. Pennington working against Shelby Bird. Smith comes to set a screen once again, but nothing happened there. They go inside to Smith at the free throw line, turning, hand it back off to Pennington. Fires up a three-point shot, nails it. You can't leave her any space.
No.
And Pennington with all five Franklin-Simpson points here. Lady Cats lead at 5-2. Here's Atkinson out to Slagle. Slagle loops it over the left side. They dump it down to Wilson, the baseline. Goes through the hands of Bird. Turnover by Barren. Here comes Pennington. Pulls up. Shoots the three. No, it's short this time. Rebound, Riley Wilson, and a foul on Franklin-Simpson. And they're going to put it on Chloe Smith. Her first, team's first of the ball game. And it's Barren County's basketball. 5:29 to go in the first quarter. And a 5-2 Franklin-Simpson lead. Mahala Burton with it out front. Burton, left side over to Slagle. Slagle now looks, sends it out to Atkinson. Atkinson over to Burton to the right wing. Dumps it down low into Wilson across the lane. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rigsby. And it will stay with Barren County underneath as Franklin-Simpson makes their first substitution with Harley Crafton, a freshman, number 3. Ball comes into the backcourt to Burton. Gives over the left side out of Bird. Back out now to Burton. Right side it goes to Slagle. Can't shoot the three. Back out to Burton. Sends it over to Atkinson to the left side. Atkinson looking. Sends it cross court. Slagle pulls a trigger. Air ball on that shot. And Franklin-Simpson with the basketball coming the other way. So they've got Madeline Dean at the ball game for the Lady Cats. Number 13, a 5'9 junior. Smith comes over to set a screen for Pennington. Over the right side now is Crafton. Crafton trying to work it into the paint. Throws it back left side over to Taylor. Taylor looking down low. They work it in there to Smith. Smith double team. It's ripped out of her hands by Ann Ashley Atkinson. Diagonal pass left side, Bird. Bird now will throw it back out to Burton. Right side in the corner. It goes to Slagle. Slagle back out to Atkinson. Now Atkinson gets rid of it back out to Burton. 4:16 to go here in the first quarter. 5-2. Franklin-Simpson leads it. Right side it goes to Slagle. Slagle long range right. Out to Atkinson. Here's Burton in the corner. Lets it go for three. Got it. Mahala Burton with a Riley Diddle Group 3-point shot for the Trojanettes to tie the game up at 5. Just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Pennington with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. Works against Shelby Bird. Gets with the basketball to Taylor. Taylor bounces in there to Smith. Smith taking it to the right side. Ball almost got knocked away, but Pennington chases it down. Pennington against Shelby Bird one-on-one. Trying to take her one-on-one. Drives right side. Leaves it in the corner. Here's a three, and it is up, and it is no good by Dean. And the rebound, Burton, and a foul will be called on Franklin-Simpson's Crafton. That'll be 3 fouls against the Lady Cats here in the first quarter. Barren County's basketball. We're tied at 5. 3.5 minutes to go. Here in the opening quarter, this championship game of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Bash. Burton over the right side. Slagle. Slagle out front. Back out to Burton. Now Burton fires it in the middle there. It's Wilson out to Bird to the left wing. Bird's going to fire up a three, and it's short. Barely grazed the iron. Underneath, flipping it up, and goes over the backboard was Atkinson. So it's Franklin-Simpson's basketball with 3:08 to go here in the first quarter. Tied here at 5. Working with it, Rigsby for the Lady Cats into the front court. Rigsby gets rid of it to Pennington, turns and fires a three. It's no good. Long rebound comes off to Shelby Bird. Shelby Bird with it for the Trojanettes, trying to work it, penetrating in the lane, her floater, good! Shelby Bird makes it a 7-5 Barren County lead now with 2:42 to go here in the first period. Franklin-Simpson's Allie Pennington with it. Left side of the floor. Coming over to set a screen is Phillips. Carmen Phillips is in the ball game now. Down the baseline. Here's a shot put up. No good. Battle for the rebound. Oh, man. Wow, Shelby Bird went to the floor hard, and foul will be on Franklin-Simpson. And they're going to put it on number 13, Madeline Dean. Her first, team's fourth of the quarter. And now Myler returns for Franklin-Simpson. Also Taylor is back in. Barren County with a basketball. Here's Slagle with it, right side. Gives it out to Burton. Swings it left side to Bird. Back to Burton. Over the right side now to Slagle. Slagle trying to look inside. Can't find anybody there. Goes back left side over to Bird. Bird now brings it out top of the key. Gives it back over to Burton on the right side. Burton trying to make a move to the paint. Throws it back out to Bird. Top of the key. Bounce pass back off to Burton. Back out top. Bird, a three. Got it! Riley Dental Group 3-point shot for Shelby Bird. It's a 10-5 Trojanet lead. They're on an 8-0 run as they trailed 5-2 to the Lady-Cats. Pennington with the basketball. Fires up a long three. It's in and out. Shot that one from the volleyball line. We got a whistle and a foul on the rebound. And it will be on the Trojanettes, their first foul of the game, and it's on Mahala Burton.
Jay, do you only have Franklin for one made three?
Yes.
That's what I've got too. Yeah.
Pennington has both field goals for Franklin-Simpson, a 2 and a 3. This ball comes in the corner to Smith. She gives it now to Rigsby. Rigsby now looking, dumps it down to Smith, and Hannah Bragg, who just checked in the game. Fouls Smith from behind. And on Bragg, her first, and that'll be number 2 on the Trojanettes here in the opening quarter. With 1:35 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County out to a 10-5 lead. Rigsby with it for Franklin-Simpson. Off long range is Pennington. Pennington behind the back dribble. Trying to work against the screen there. That dumps it off to Smith. Smith goes under and puts it up. It is no good. We got an offensive foul on Smith.
Big call right there, Jay.
I believe that's number 2 on her.
Yes, it is. And she's going to have to sit down.
Yeah, and it's going to be Madeline Dean to come in for Chloe Smith, who will have to sit with 2 personal fouls here at the 1:22 mark of the first quarter. Mahala Burton with it for the Trojanettes. Crosses the midcourt line. And that extended 2-3 zone defensively by Franklin-Simpson. Bird around the top of the horn. Getting some pressure here. Sends it off the left side over to Bragg. Hannah Bragg, a 6'2 senior, who's in the game. Here's Burton. Fires it up. It's too strong. Rebound put back up and in by Bragg. And it is 12-5 Trojanettes. 50 seconds to go here in the first period. Rigsby with the basketball for the Lady-Cats. Sends it out now to Taylor. Taylor against Addie Slagle. Goes left side with it. Gives to Pennington. Pennington wants to drive with it. Goes to the basket. Kicks it off in the corner. Taylor with a three-point attempt. It's no good. Rebound pulled down by Atkinson for Barren County. Here's Burton with 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. Slagle, right wing. Back out now to Burton. Over the left side it goes to Bird. Bird trying to dribble around the top of the key now. Now we'll go left side with it to Slagle. Slagle down to 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Burton, right side, Bird. Bird wants a screen set. Atkinson sets the screen, and they're going to call a moving screen against Atkinson. That'll be her first, and number 3 on the Trojanettes with 7.7 to go here in the first quarter. Ball comes into Pennington. Pennington coming down in a hurry. Angling off the right side, forces up a 3, and it's going to be an air ball. And I thought it went out of bounds, so that will end the quarter. So after 1 here in this championship game of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Bash, it's Barren County 12, Franklin-Simpson 5. We'll be back in 1 minute as you're following the broadcast here on the Commonwealth Broadcasting Radio Network.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, You really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau. Big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We've got you.
In South Warren, Jay Turner with Glenn Bird, Luke Pritchard, our studio producer in Glasgow, Will Cody, our studio producer in Franklin, Will Perkins, and BC Live with a live stream here today with this championship game of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Bash. The Trojanettes went on a 10-0 run to end the quarter for the Trojanettes to lead the ball game 12-5. And here's Burton with the basketball for the Trojanettes. Dumps it in the middle. It's Bird left of the lane, back out to Burton. And now Burton will send it in the left corner to Slagle. Slagle dribbles out, gives it back out to Burton, goes right side with it to Bragg. Down to the right corner, Atkinson trying to go baseline, cut off, dumps it in there to Bird in the lane, shoots it up and in, got it over Dean for the 2-point bucket, and she has 9 of Barren County's 14 points. The Trojanettes have extended the lead to 14-5. Here's another 3-point attempt that's way off the mark. Long rebound is off to Burton. Here come the Trojanettes on the attack once again. Atkinson heading to the rack, puts it up. It's no good, but draws a foul.
You know, Jay, we were talking about just before the game started, the 3-point shooting. But in the first quarter, Franklin-Simpson was only 1 of 5.
Yeah.
From 3.
Right. Aisha Cosby is called for the foul. That is her first. She just checked in the ball game for Franklin-Simpson. Atkinson's free throw is good. That's her first point, and it is now 15-5, Barren County. Atkinson at the line for one more shot. On the way, and got them both for Matt London, Kentucky Farm Bureau free throws. 16-5 Trojanettes as they have extended the lead after trailing 5-2. On the break, here's a little baseline shot, good, as the Trojanettes could not get back in that with Dean getting the basket for Franklin-Simpson.
Franklin did a nice job with the press. Handled it well.
Addison McFall has checked in the ball game for the Trojanettes, a 5'4 senior, good 3-point shooter. And here's Atkinson giving it off in the corner to Bragg. Back to Atkinson, goes under, has it blocked in there by Dean. Here comes Franklin-Simpson's Pennington in the front court. Fires it off in the corner to Taylor. Taylor goes back to Pennington, fakes the 3, drives into the paint, dumps it off underneath, and a shot put up and in by Chloe Smith, who checked back in the ball game, playing with those 2 personal fouls for Franklin-Simpson, and it's now 16-9. Turnaround shot by Bird is off the mark, and the rebound comes off to Pennington for Franklin-Simpson, and a timeout here by the Lady-Cats. This will be a 30-second timeout, 6:24 to go in the first half. It is 16-9. Trojanettes. The second quarter is brought to you by CRS Construction.
You know, Jay, as soon as Smith returned to the game, she made an impact, scored real quick.
She makes a difference when you got her and Pennington both in there, especially for her height and her athletic ability as well. This timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. Championship game of this South Warren Holiday Bash. Trojanettes were trailing 5-2, and they came back to take the lead at 12-5. Actually went up 15-5. So that was a 13-0 run for Barren County before Franklin-Simpson has come back with 2 straight baskets here in this second quarter. And it's a 16-9 Trojanet lead. And it's Franklin-Simpson's basketball. Barren County with full court pressure. And in the trap, they get rid of it off to Taylor. They heave it up court to Pennington. Pennington stops. Now wants to drive. Now curls it back out. We'll give it to Taylor. She thought about the 3.
Yeah, she was ready.
Yep. Taylor's going to drive left to the lane. And
she
travel.
Walked, Jay.
Yep. Drug the pivot foot.
Yep.
I think she did it once before, but they didn't see that one. But
I think anyway, you're right. I saw the same thing you saw.
Barren County's basketball here as Myler checks back in for Franklin-Simpson. Smith will go take a seat. kind of like offense, defense. They bring Smith back in for offense with those 2 personal fouls. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter, 16-9. Barren County. Burton directing traffic out there. Gives to McFall. McFall right side, back to Burton. In the middle, goes to Bird. Turn around, back over to McFall. She's open. Lets it go for 3.
Oh, that was nice, Jay.
She was open.
Yes, sir.
And you leave her open, she can burn you. 19-9 on that Riley Dental Group 3-point shot for Addison McFall. Franklin-Simpson with the basketball. Pennington cross-court pass. Taylor into the paint. Over the left side now to Dean. Dean fires up a 10-footer. It's in and out. And the rebound comes right back to Dean. Couldn't get the rebound. And we're going to have a foul here on Barren County.
We had a hand on it, Jay, but we just couldn't control it. We being Trojanettes.
Right. Addison McFall, her first personal. Team foul number 1 on Barren County here in the second quarter. Has to get the ball into Smith as she's back in for offensive purposes. Pennington, long range left. Can't leave her any space. If you're Barren County playing defense, goes down to Smith. Smith fakes, drives, spins, whistle, another foul.
Oh.
Not sure about that one.
Was that McFall or was that McFall?
It was McFall.
Is that 1 foul on her?
That's number 2.
2.
Yep.
She's going to sit.
So Addie Slagle will come back in for Addison McFall. And it is Franklin-Simpson's basketball underneath as Pennington will toss it in. Left of the bucket. Comes in the corner there to Rigsby. Rigsby looking. And now we'll send it back out to Pennington. Pennington getting a screen from Smith. Now dumps it back to Smith. Left of the lane. Goes into the paint. Can't shoot. Kicks it back out to Pennington.
There's a shot.
Yep, you can't leave her open.
Oh,
she'll
my
hit it.
goodness.
Yep, because you left her some space out there. And she will knock it down. It's 19-12 Trojanettes. Burton with a basketball in the middle to Bird. Bird trying to work inside, goes under, puts it up, and it hangs and falls in. I thought it was going to come off of there.
It looked like it for a minute, Jay.
21-12. Rigsby's in trouble, gets rid of the basketball to Myler. Now to Smith, fires it over to Pennington. Pennington driving, going up against Bragg, puts it up, no good. Forced it up there, falling away. And Atkinson with the air ball rebound off the right side of Slagle. Behind the arc, can't shoot. Down low, it's Bragg. Working against Smith, trying to go under. Throws it back off in the corner. Bird will pull the trigger. Got it for 2. Long 2 by Shelby Bird out of the left corner. And she has 6 points in this quarter. 23-12, Barren County. Here's Taylor. Pass almost stolen by Atkinson, and it was almost thrown away. Here's Pennington. Diagonal pass left corner to Myler. Myler drives in, splits the defenders, missed the shot. Bragg with a rebound off to Shelby Bird. Sends it up court now to Slagle. Slagle back to Bird. 3, if it goes, it is no good. Rebound to Myler for Franklin-Simpson. Gives it to Pennington with 3:46 to play in the first half. Pennington right around the volleyball line. Getting a screen from Smith. Want to drive against Atkinson. Kicks it back out to Smith. Smith now gives it to Rigsby. Rigsby here on the right side looking for Pennington. Hands it off to her now. And now she's going to fire it up from the 3 and got it from the volleyball line. And that's 3 threes for Allie Pennington here for Franklin-Simpson. And we've got a full timeout with 3:25 to go in the first half. It is 23-15, Barren County over Franklin-Simpson. And we'll take a 30-second break. This is the South Warren Holiday Bash Championship game on the CBC Radio Network.
It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
3:25 to go here in the first half of this championship game of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Bash. Barren County Trojanettes 23, the Franklin-Simpson Lady-Cats 15. As Allie Pennington has hit 3 threes for Franklin-Simpson, 2 back-to-back. And most of those 3, I guess, Glenn, came from the volleyball line out
Oh,
here.
yes, Jay. Her range is unbelievable.
It is. It really is.
And accurate.
Yeah.
If she's open.
If she's open, she can sure burn it up. Slagle with the basketball, straight away over to Burton. Burton got Riley Wilson back in the game now. Here's Bird on the left wing. Back out front to Burton. Sends it back over to Slagle. Slagle looking for Bird. That puts down the dribble. Coming down to 3 minutes to play in the half. Bird in the corner. Burton. Burton now dribbles halfway out. Gives it back out to Bird. In the middle goes to Slagle. Slagle turns, gives it back to Bird. Now goes back to Slagle right side. Back out to Bird. Fires it down in there to Wilson. Wilson with a little hook shot in the lane. It can't go down, and the rebound comes off to Dean for Franklin-Simpson. Here's Pennington, just crossed the midcourt stripe. Gives it off to Taylor. Now Taylor will give to Smith. Smith dribbles to the left side, hands it back to Pennington off the screen, drives, leaves it out there with Dean. 3-point attempt in the air that is no good. And a rebound. Oh, we got bodies going to the deck
there may have been a foul there,
Jay. Should have been. But bad pass. Burton had it for a moment and then got her arm pulled back. And the foul will be on Pennington. Bodies were flying out.
Oh, they were. We had three bodies on the court.
Barren County's basketball, 2:18 to go here in the first half, leading 23-15. A low-scoring ball game, actually.
It is.
Lots of defense out there. Left side it goes to Bird. Bird looking, putting down the dribble, sends it over to Atkinson. Atkinson, bounce pass in there to Slagle, had it knocked loose. Down on the floor is Atkinson. And she was diving, but it's going to be possession arrow to Franklin-Simpson, as Crafton was down to the floor as well. And now coming back in for the Lady Cats is Nyla Rigsby. Minute 58 to go here in the second quarter. Taylor will put the ball in play. Barren County full court press comes into Rigsby. She's in a trap ball. Deflected Bird going under, putting it up. Got it, a foul. That will extend the lead here to 10 at 25-15. And did you catch who the foul was on there? Was it on Rigsby?
I think so, Jay.
Okay, we'll put it on Rigsby and we'll get the official foul situation here at halftime. Bird with a free throw, good. Gives her a Kentucky Farm Bureau Mad London free throw there to make it a 26-15 Trojanet lead. Pennington having some trouble. She got trapped there in the corner, and it will stay with the Lady Cats. And Taylor will put the ball in play for Franklin-Simpson. Gets it in play to Pennington. In a trap now. And almost a bad pass there.
Oh, yeah, almost.
Just couldn't come up with it.
I thought we had it, actually, Barren County, Jay.
And now here's Pennington stepping back. Fires it down in low to Smith, and she puts it up and in. Chloe Smith gets her second basket for Franklin-Simpson. 26-17, a minute and a half to go here in the second quarter.
You know, Jay, once Chloe gets that ball down inside like that, she's hard to stop.
Yes, she is. Here's Bird working inside. Puts it up, and it popped down on her. Tried to draw the foul there. And the rebound comes off and almost picked off by Burton, but they got it to Pennington. Pennington into the front court with 1:13 to go in the half. Pennington coming off the screen. Leaves it with Smith. Smith now works inside against Wilson. Back out. They give it back to Smith. Smith working inside the paint. Gives it out to Taylor. Taylor can't shoot the three. 56 seconds to go in the half. Taylor hands it off to Pennington coming by. Slagle trying to put the pressure on. Here goes Burton chasing her. Down to the baseline, turning. And now lobs it back out to Rigsby. Out to Taylor for a three-point attempt that's way short. And goes off the left side of the rim, but actually saved inbounds. And going under with a shot. It's no good, but a foul on Barren County is going to send to the free throw line Madeline Dean for Franklin-Simpson. Madeline Dean, 5'9" junior at the stripe for the Lady Cats. Pair of shots. The first one is good. Hannah Bragg checking back into the Trojanet lineup for Ann Ashley Atkinson. Smith's going to check out for Franklin-Simpson, replaced by Myler. 37.8 seconds to go. 26-18. And here's the second free throw on the way. It is no good. And the rebound comes off to Wilson. Slagle brings it in front court, gives it to Burton. 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Burton, right side over to Slagle. Slagle on the high post. It's Wilson, and it goes over the head of Bragg and out of bounds. Trying to do a high-low there.
Yes, it looked good.
It's too high on the pass.
Exactly. was a great look. Just didn't connect.
Taylor will toss it in. It comes into Pennington. 20 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Pennington gets it across the midcourt line against Mahala Burton. Pennington wanting to drive now. Trying to step back. Shoots the three ball. It is off high and goes in. What about that one?
I tell you what, Jay.
Had some English on that one.
Yes.
Slagle for three. It's off the mark at the horn. And we go to halftime. And at halftime here in this championship game of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Bash, it's the Barren County Trojanettes 26 and the Franklin-Simpson Lady-Cats 21. We'll come back with our SCRTC halftime report in 2 minutes as you're following our broadcast here on the Commonwealth Broadcasting Radio Network.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Have you injured yourself playing as...
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Halftime of the championship game of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Bash. And the Barren County Trojanettes leading the Franklin-Simpson Lady-Cats 26-21. I'm going to give you an update score on the Glasgow-Butler County game over at Edmonson County and a game over on WCLU Blue at 103.1 FM. Butler County leading the Glasgow Lady Scotties at halftime 29-25 in that contest. Well, it's time for the SCRTC halftime report, and the Trojanettes trailed early at 5-2 before going on a 13-0 run to take a 15-5 lead. Actually led 12-5 at the end of the first quarter. Got outscored in the second quarter, 16-14. And for Franklin-Simpson in the first half, they had 8 field goals, 5 of those coming from Allie Pennington as she knocked down all 4 3-point shots. Lady Cats were 1 of 2 from the foul line. Allie Pennington with 14 of Franklin-Simpson's 21 of those 4 threes and a 2. A couple of field goals for Chloe Smith and a field goal and a free throw from Madeline Dean. That's the scoring for Franklin-Simpson here in the first half. For the Trojanettes, 10 field goals in the first half with 3 3-point baskets, 3 for 3 from the foul line. And Shelby Bird leading the Trojanettes with 16 of the Trojanettes' 26 points. She had a 3-point shot and had 5 2-point baskets and was 1 of 2 from the foul line. Actually, the Trojanettes were 3 of 4 from the stripe. A 3-point basket from Mahala Burton, also a 3 coming from Addison McFall. And Ashley Atkinson scores 2. Hannah Brack had 2. Addie Slagle did not score. And Riley Wilson did not score in that first half. So, Glenn, got any other stats there you want to throw in?
Well, I do, Jay. I was looking at Franklin-Simpson's 3-point shooting for the first half. Almost right at 45% from the field from the 3. I mean, just if you leave them open.
Yeah, Pennington is
she just can fill it up.
Phenomenal 3-point shooter.
Yeah. However, Barren from the 3 in the first half was at 42%. A little less, but still shooting pretty good.
Yeah.
Both teams didn't shoot bad at all from the 2. I had Franklin-Simpson for 50%, and I had Barren County also for 50%. Almost a deadlock there. But turnovers really weren't a major factor. I did have Barren County with a few more turnovers than Franklin-Simpson. But, a a fairly evenly matched game, really, to be honest, Jay, so far.
Yeah, I mean, when you got Pennington, they can shoot the three, and you got Smith inside, plus their role players as well. It makes up for a pretty good basketball team.
It does.
Of course, Barren County, on the other hand, has a little more depth, I think, than Franklin-Simpson when you bring in Addison McFall and Hannah Bragg to come in for either Atkinson or Wilson, or even Slagle for that matter, with three-point shooting from Addison McFall. She did pick up 2 fouls in the first half. Chloe Smith picked up 2 for Franklin-Simpson. Our halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's, and we're going to come back, get ready for the second half here of this championship game of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Bash. It's the Trojanettes 26, the Lady-Cats 21. We'll be back in 2 minutes as you're following our broadcast here on the CBC Radio Network.
Extreme Health Club and Extreme Fitness for Women, both with 24-hour access. And Extreme Blend Smoothie Bar to help you refuel and recover. Over 8,000 square feet of weights in Extreme Health Club, and ladies only at Extreme Fitness for Women, including tanning beds, both with access to saunas, infrared saunas, and the 90-degree saline therapy pool. You'll love the wide variety of classes with experienced instructors. Personal training is available and with the best in the business. Call or stop by today and see what everybody's talking about.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer. Back here at Bowling Green, South Warren High School, the site of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Tournament Championship game. Barren County Trojanettes 26, Franklin-Simpson 21. Welcome all you listeners in Franklin this afternoon that listens to WFKN at 92.3. And everybody in Glasgow and Barren County at WCLU 104.7. 2 studio producers today as Luke Pritchard handling the controls in Glasgow. Will Cody down at WFKN in Franklin. Will Perkins and BC Live here doing the live stream here today of this championship game. And so, the Trojanettes have a 5-point lead over the Lady-Cats. Had as much as a 10-point lead at one time. Went on a 13-0 run. What do we need to do here in the second half if you're Barren County?
Well, they're going to stay in the zone, Jay, and they've extended it out. It's almost like a little bit like a matchup type zone where they get out on the shooters, and we're going to have to make some shots. We're definitely going to have to make some shots, whether those shots come from inside or outside. But what has allowed Franklin to stay in the game is just their three-point shooting.
Yeah, I mean, Pennington with 4 threes.
And, that's 12 points right there.
Yeah, 12 of the 21.
And, it's going to come down to, for Barren County to win, they're going to have to make some shots, take good shots, and eliminate turnovers. On the other hand, for Franklin-Simpson, they've got to keep doing what they've been doing. They've got to hit that outside three. They've got, if they happen to miss some shots, they've got to have really good rebounding and putbacks by Chloe Smith. And, that's what it's probably going to come down to. And these two teams are just All of them are very competitive.
Yeah.
Competitive.
This is probably the most competitive game the Trojanettes have played.
Yes, it is.
This season so far, other than maybe Elizabethtown on the road, which they won by 6. This has got to be at least the second toughest competition the Trojanettes have faced this season.
Yep, they're staying in the zone.
Yep.
Franklin-Simpson is, Jay.
This third quarter is brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Slagle going up the baseline, throws up the shot, hit the side of the backboard. Patty Slagle has gone scoreless here in this ball game this afternoon. Here's Pennington with it for Franklin-Simpson on the left side. Guarded by Shelby Bird. Smith comes over to set a screen, trying to get Pennington open. Drives it down underneath. It goes to Smith, and she puts it in.
That's a good combination right there, Jay.
Yep. And it is 26-23. Here's Slagle. Gives it to Bird. Off the left side. Here's Burton, a three. It's off the mark. Rebound cleared out by Chloe Smith for the Lady-Cats of Franklin-Simpson. Going down the middle and ran into Wilson, and Wilson went to the deck. They could call a block on Riley Wilson, and that's going to be her second personal. First foul of the third quarter against Barren County. 3-point ball game now, 26-23. And Dean will put the ball in play. Comes out to Smith, left corner, out to Pennington, or rather to Rigsby. Now Pennington with it, long range left. I always set that screen for her, you know. Right side, it goes to Taylor. In the corner goes to Rigsby. She pulls the trigger and hits it for three.
Wow.
Ties it up, 26-26. A little over a minute gone here in the third quarter. It's Bird with a basketball for the Trojanettes. Bounces out to Burton. Over the right side now to Slagle. In the middle, Bird. Right of the lane, into the paint. Trying to go up between two players. Rimmed it in. Two people in her face, and she was able to get the bucket. 18 now for Bird. Here's a cross-court pass. Rigsby now a three-point attempt, and it's going to be an air ball. Underneath the basket is Addie Slagle. She gives it to Burton. Ahead up the right side, Atkinson. Atkinson now will get it out to Slagle. Back over to Atkinson. Atkinson covered up by Pennington. Wants to drive on her. Takes it to the basket. Throws it up. Missed the shot. Tapped around, and Franklin-Simpson has it. Here's Pennington with the basketball for the Lady-Cats. Pennington wanting to drive. Almost lost the handle. Brings it back out. Gives it off to Taylor on the left wing. Taylor now back out to Pennington. 28-26, Barren County lead. Off the screen again. Pennington, another three-pointer. Got it. Good gracious. 5 threes for Allie Pennington. And Franklin-Simpson has taken the lead at 29-28. First time since it was 5-2. Bird working inside the paint, going under, putting up the shot, no good. And the rebound comes off to Franklin-Simpson. Here's Rigsby getting the basketball to Pennington. Pennington against Shelby Bird. Smith coming back over here to set the screen again. You got to stay with her. And in the corner goes to Rigsby, shovels it back out. And now working with is Dean. Back out now to Taylor. Back over to Rigsby. Rigsby looking inside. Can't find Smith. Goes across. It's Taylor on the left wing against Slagle. Now she's looking. Picked up her dribble. Goes down low. A whistle. Oh, a reach around foul on Ashley Atkinson. And that's going to be her second of the team, second of the quarter. Addison McFall checks into the Barren County lineup. And for Franklin-Simpson, it's Reese Myler. 5:12 to go here in the third quarter. Franklin-Simpson 29, Barren County 28. Ball comes out to Smith. Gives it to Rigsby. Rigsby off to Pennington. Pennington on the dribble against Shelby Bird. There's that screen once again. You got to stay with her. Goes over the right side. Taylor launches a three, and she nails it. 3 threes of the 4 field goals in this quarter for Franklin-Simpson have come from behind the arc here, and it's 32-28. Bird working against Smith. Smith blocks it on her. Goes back inside, splits the defenders, had it knocked loose. McFall has it. McFall gives it out to Burton. Burton trying to go baseline. She's cut off, has to reverse it back out. Slagle with a 3-point attempt. It's no good. Smith with a rebound for Franklin-Simpson. Gets for the basketball to Pennington. Pennington working around to the right side. In the corner, a 3 in the air. Air ball there coming from Myler. Here comes Slagle. Leaves it with McFall, and Slagle is going to be called for a traveling violation. And going to get a 30-second timeout here called by Barren County. This timeout is brought to you by the People's Bank. where Franklin-Simpson now has taken their largest lead of the ball game at 4. They led 5-2 to start the ball game, and now it's a 4-point lead for the Lady-Cats. It's 32-28. They've scored 11 points here in the first 3.5 minutes of the third quarter. Barren County held only a bucket.
Jay, they've got 3 3-pointers in this second half. Is that what you got them down for?
Yes, they've got 7 for the game now.
Yep.
And Pennington has 5 of those 7. Taylor's hit a 3. Rigsby's hit a 3. So, and they shoot about 36% from behind the arc on the season. Of course, Pennington, as I mentioned, shoots 48% on 3-point attempts. Barren County now with full court pressure as Taylor gets the ball in play to Rigsby. She's in a trap and now gives to Smith. Over it goes to Pennington. Pennington steps back, shoots the long 3 ball, and knocks it down. Good gracious alive. Man, she is hotter than fire. 20 points for Pennington. 6 threes in the ball game. Wilson goes up the baseline, and it's going to be a blocking foul on Smith, and that'll be number 3. Yeah. And that will send Riley Wilson to the free throw line for a pair.
She's getting up, but she's...
Oh, she got the breath knocked out of her or what?
It looked like an ankle.
Well, no, she's favoring an ankle out there. Trying to walk it off.
Yeah.
Franklin-Simpson now with a 7-point lead at 35-28. They have scored 14 points in the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. We're halfway through this third quarter, and they have scored 14 points to Barren County's 2 in this third period. And Riley Wilson will step to the free throw line for a pair of shots. Riley Wilson, a 5'10 senior. And here's her first of 2. It's good. One more for Riley Wilson on a Matt London Kentucky Farm Bureau foul shot. It's on the way, and it comes off. The rebound to Franklin-Simpson's Myler. It's Taylor. And Smith is really hobbling down the floor. It looks like in pain.
Yeah, she's
official time. She'll have to come out.
Yeah. Yeah. Number 13's coming in for, I think,
and that
Jay.
is Madeline Dean coming back in for Franklin-Simpson. Smith got her third foul on her there a little bit ago. And then got the worst end of the deal, too, with the turned ankle. Pennington with it. Got Mahala Burton out guarding her this time. Now Pennington spinning back left on the dribble. Leaves it with Rigsby. Rigsby out to Taylor. Another 3-point attempt. Knocks it down. They are on fire.
Yep.
5 threes in this third quarter for Franklin-Simpson. Here's McFall trying an answer with a 3. Hits the side of the backboard. The Trojanettes keep it alive, though. Here's Burton with the ball, trying to drive to the basket. Puts up the shot. It is no good. And they're going to call a block on Pennington. They have 9 threes in this game.
Unbelievable.
And 9-point lead for Franklin-Simpson here at 38-29. Naila Burton will be at the line for 2 shots for the Trojanettes. She knocked down a 3-point shot. That's their only points today. That was back in the first quarter. Burton, first of 2, good.
Yep.
Got to take advantage of every free throw that you can get here. Hannah Bragg and Ann Ashley Atkinson returning to the Trojanet lineup. Smith's right back in there for Franklin-Simpson. Slagle and Wilson will take a seat over the Barren County bench. 38-30, Franklin-Simpson. Burton at the line. One more shot on the way, good. 38-31. And Pennington walked.
Ooh,
took an extra
big
step.
turnover.
Yep.
Big turnover there for Franklin-Simpson, Jay.
And so Barren will get it right back underneath their basket. And Shelby Berg will inbound. Sends it out to McFall. Goes into Berg. Berg worked inside, puts up the shot, good. Split the defenders wide open and put it in. It's only the second field goal of the quarter or the half for Barren County. 20 points for Shelby Bird, 38-33. Franklin-Simpson with a 5-point lead. 3 minutes to play, first quarter. Rigsby with the basketball. Dumps it off to Pennington. Pennington now hooks it down low. In there to Smith. Smith puts it up, blocked by Bragg. Looked like she got all ball. Bragg said, I got all ball. And they've called a foul on her. And that will be Bragg's second personal foul. And that puts Chloe Smith at the free throw line. She's a 65% foul shooter on the year for the Lady-Cats. First one is up and good. (39-33). Franklin-Simpson. Second shot for Smith. On the way, and it pops out. Ball tapped in the hands of Bragg. Trojanettes have it. Need a bucket with Bird on the left side. Bird sends it over now to Burton on the bounce pass. Back out to Bird. Now Bird back over to Burton. 2:40 to play in the third quarter. Barren down by 6 to Franklin-Simpson. Here's McFall back out front. Burton. They extend out that 2-3 zone again.
Yep.
Glenn. Here's Burton with the basketball. Hands it off to Atkinson. Out to Bird. Thought about the 3. Oh, they're going to call her for steps. Yeah. Lady Cat basketball with 2:23 to go here in the third quarter. Addie Slagle will check into the Trojanette lineup for Mahala Burton. And Taylor gets the ball in play to Pennington. Pennington dribbling off to the right side. Shelby Bird's back on Pennington now. Chloe Smith sets that screen. Goes left side with it. It is Dean, and she's called for steps.
Yep.
Barren County basketball, 2:07 to go in the third, trailing Franklin-Simpson by 6 at 39-33. Smith checks out for Franklin-Simpson, and in is Reese Myler. Slagle with the basketball. Hasn't really got on track today. Has not scored in this ball game after scoring 15 yesterday in that win over Christian County. Slagle on the left side in the corner to Atkinson. Atkinson fires it back across. It's McFall. Baseline shot good for McFall. That's her second basket of the day. Hit a 3 back in the second quarter. And the lead is 4 for Franklin-Simpson at 39-35. Chloe Smith with it for the Lady Cats. A minute 36 to play. Taylor with it out front against Atkinson. Dribbles left and whistle. And they're going to have a foul on Atkinson. And that's number 3 on her.
I didn't see that foul,
I didn't either. Comes out to Pennington. Pennington with a minute 25. Smith sets that screen once again. Gives it over the right side. Now Myler back off to Taylor. Taylor left of the circle, dribbling to the wing. Now looks back up and sends it back out to Pennington. Back behind the volleyball line. Wants to drive it left side. Throws it off in the left corner now to Taylor. Taylor with a minute 5 left to go. Rigsby dumps it in the middle there to Smith. Smith will hand it back off. She walked. Yep, there's no doubt about that one. Very obvious. That was Myler. And Barren County with the ball with 1:01 to go here in the third quarter. Three-pointer would cut the lead to 1. As the Lady Cats bring back in Madeline Dean for Reese Myler. Barren County basketball, a minute to play, third quarter. 39-35, Franklin-Simpson leads it. Here's Slagle with the basketball. Slagle over now to McFall. Out it goes to Layla Harris, who's checked in the ball game for the first time here this afternoon. Slagle back to McFall. Three-point shot is going to be an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Franklin-Simpson ball, 42 seconds to go. Taylor to toss it in. Comes into Smith. Smith's going to work against Hannah Bragg. Gets it across the line. She's going to drive with it all the way to the bucket. Goes under, missed it. Hit the bottom of the rim, went out of bounds. It's going to be off the Trojanettes.
Oh.
31.6.
Yeah, lucky break there for Franklin.
And Franklin-Simpson with the ball. They lob it in there to Smith. Smith in the paint, forcing up the shot, missed everything. McFall has it. 25 seconds to go in a quarter. Off it goes to Bird. Bird around the top of the horn. Gives it to Bragg. Back over to Layla Harris. Harris out to Bird. Bird wants to penetrate in the lane. Got fouled. Shot no good, but a foul. I thought that ball was going to go in the way it looked from this angle.
I wasn't sure, Jay.
But
she kind of pushed it on up.
Yeah. 15.6 seconds to go. Shelby Bird will be at the free throw line for Barren County to shoot a pair. First shot is on the way. Good. She has 21. 39-36. Franklin-Simpson. Shelby Bird, one more free throw. And a Matt London free throw. And it's in and out. The rebound comes off to Smith. Came down to that ankle once again. Here's Pennington. 9 seconds to go. Pennington sends it down to the corner. It's Rigsby up the baseline. Double team. Throws up the shot. What do we got? A foul? With like 2 seconds to play.
Maybe a foul on Slagle, Jay. I'm not sure.
Well, that's going to send Rigsby to the free throw line for two shots. First of two on the way. It is good for Rigsby. 40-36, Franklin-Simpson. So they bring Crafton back in, along with Phillips for the Lady Cats. Rigsby back of the line, one more shot. It's on the way, and it is good. Be a desperation throw here with Harris giving it to Slagle. Slings it down the court for a three, and it goes out of bounds. That's the end of the third quarter. Franklin-Simpson scores 20. Barren County scores 10 in that third period. And it's 41-36 Franklin-Simpson here in this championship game of the South Warren Holiday Classic. Back in 1 minute on the CBC Radio Network.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Fourth quarter of this championship game of the South Warren Lady Spartans Holiday Bash. It is 41-36. Franklin-Simpson as they have the basketball. It's Smith looking for Pennington. She's got it around the volleyball line area. Trying to come off a screen from Smith. Dumps it down inside. Here's a shot going up and a whistle and a blocking foul on Atkinson. I didn't see it from this angle. I couldn't tell.
Whoa.
That's going to be four
on Atkinson. Jay, I was looking at numbers here real quick. In the third quarter, Franklin-Simpson shot 71% from behind the arc.
Wow.
Hit 5 of 7 threes.
Unbelievable.
In the third quarter.
Yeah. Smith hits the free throw for Franklin-Simpson to give the Lady Cats a 42-36 lead. That's her 8th point of the game. This fourth quarter brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Smith for the second toss. It's on the way and good. 43-36. Barren County down 3 possessions here. With Burton with the basketball out front. Gets it off to McFall. McFall gives to Bird. Can't shoot. They come triple teaming her. Pass deflected, and Pennington fell out of bounds with it here on the near side, and it'll be Barren County's basketball. As Slagle gets it out to Burton. Fires it off to McFall for 3. No good. Rebound, Bird going back up. Oh, it came off. Battle for the rebound off the fingertips of Hannah Bragg. Out of bounds to Franklin-Simpson. Ball comes into Chloe Smith. Smith will work against Hannah Bragg into the front court. Now lost the handle. We got it back. She double dribbled it, didn't she?
I think so, Jay.
They picked it back up and put it down again. But anyway, Pennington with it there on the near side. Pennington dumps it off. Right side corner. Working with it. In the paint. Going under. Putting it up. No good. Rebound. That should be a foul over the back. And I think it is. As Dean tried to go for her own rebound. Came over the top of Addie Slagle. That'll be the second foul on Dean. And Riley Wilson checks back into the Trojanet lineup, replacing Hannah Bragg. 6:58 to go. It's a 7-point lead for Franklin-Simpson. It's Burton with the ball. Right side over to Slagle. Now Slagle trying to make a move on Pennington. Has to reverse it back out to Shelby Bird. Shelby Bird around the top of the horn. Wants to drive. Goes inside there to Wilson. Has it blocked, but a foul on Pennington, and that will be, I believe, our third. And that will send Riley Wilson to the free throw line for 2 shots. Riley Wilson. Free throw is up and bounces and falls in. Hit the top of the rim and fell over in. Makes it 43-37. Riley Wilson back of the line for another Matt London Kentucky Farm Bureau free throw. On the way, too strong, and a rebound, Burton.
Oh, big rebound.
Gives
there.
it out to Bird. Wanted to shoot that three, just couldn't corral it quick enough. Back out to Burton. In the corner, McFall. Out to Bird. Bird trying to slice her way through, and a shot is blocked in there by Smith. And now Smith gets rid of the basketball to Rigsby. Rigsby gets it in front court against McFall. 4, and then 6:12 to go in the ball game. Here's Pennington with it. Pennington will fire it off to Rigsby. Rigsby back left side. Here's a 3-point attempt in the air. No good. Rebound to McFall for the Trojanettes. Barren County needs a bucket right here, down 6 with 5:53 to play. Bird to the baseline, trying to get around Smith. Can't. Sends it back out to McFall. Right side it goes to Burton. Burton backs out of the dribble. 5:45 left. 43-37. Steal by Rigsby. Picked off the pass. Drives it to the basket. Lays it up and in. 45-37. Franklin-Simpson. Underneath it, Slagle reversed it up and in. Her first 2 points of the afternoon, and a timeout by Barren County. This will be a full timeout with 5:28 to go. It's Franklin-Simpson 45, Barren County 39. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Commonwealth Broadcasting Radio Network.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Have to agree with you.
It is Franklin-Simpson's basketball. And Taylor will toss it in for the Lady-Cats. Gets it into Chloe Smith. Chloe Smith around the top of the horn, looking for Pennington, hands it off to her. But a foot away from the midcourt stripe. And now have a bump foul on Shelby Bird.
Oh, wow.
Tried to go down that right sideline right in front of the Franklin-Simpson bench.
Out of some of the fouls I've seen, I just didn't see much there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've been physical. Yeah. Some of these games have been so physical that nothing been called. 5-second count against Franklin-Simpson. So a turnover there gives it to Barren County as the Trojanettes trail 6, 45-39 with 5:14 to go. And it is Burton with the basketball for Barren. Burton On the dribble. Sends it left side to Slagle. Slagle out to McFall. Now we'll send it back over to Burton. In the corner, McFall pulls the trigger. It is no good. Came off of there. Rebound to Smith. Smith for Franklin-Simpson. Head of the front court. Fires it down to Rigsby. Left her open for three. It is no good. And a rebound. We got a foul, and it's going to be on Franklin-Simpson's Madeline Dean. She crashed into the back of Mahala Burton. And it will be Barren County's basketball. 4:42 to play. And now Myler will return to the Franklin-Simpson lineup for Dean. Burton with the ball for the Trojanettes. Sends it across over to Slagle. Slagle back to Burton here on the near side. One dribble. Floats it in the high post there to Wilson. Wilson turns back to Burton. Three if it goes. No good. Long rebound chased down. Slagle's got it. Saved it in bounds over in front of the Barren County bench. And it's Slagle in the corner. And a three-pointer blocked there by Myler. And here comes Rigsby with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. Down to 4:10 to play. Now hands it off to Pennington. Pennington back here on the near side. Gets that screen from Smith. That's going to be a moving screen by Smith.
Is that 4 fouls possibly
stuck
on
her
her,
hip
Jay?
out there, and that's 4 I have on Chloe Smith. And so, is she going to stay on the floor?
And I may be wrong on the fouls. I don't know.
Because they don't put it on the board, and we can't see the officials when they signal it, and so we have a hard time seeing the signal from the officials. Pass deflected by Pennington out of bounds. Stays with Barren.
Jay, something I've kind of been watching and trying to keep a little stat on. Looks like Barren County has put up 4 threes in the second half and haven't hit any.
Yeah, you can't. Got to make some here. Underneath, there's Atkinson right at the roll in. Boy, that thing came up a little short there and kind of rolled it up over the rim and in. And it's 45-41. Coming down to 3.5 minutes to play in this one. Franklin-Simpson with the basketball. And another foul.
That's all for her, Jay, I'm afraid.
Is that on Bragg?
I thought it was on
Atkinson.
I thought Atkinson, but I could be wrong.
Yep, that's going to be 5 on Ann Ashley Atkinson. And so McFall will come in for Atkinson.
Well,
3:31 to go. It's a 4-point ball game. Franklin-Simpson 45, Barren County 41. Comes out to Smith, gives to Rigsby. Rigsby hands it back off to Pennington. Pennington through the chase, double team, gives it off to Rigsby. Rigsby now on the left side. Feeds in the high post. They dump it down into Smith. She puts it up and in.
It's hard to stop that, Jay.
Yep. 47-41. Franklin-Simpson. And we've got a timeout here. And we were halfway up the floor. Barren County was halfway up the floor, and they called a timeout. There's a full timeout. Okay, well, we'll take a 30-second timeout. It is Franklin-Simpson 47, Barren County 41 on the CBC Radio Network.
Hyper fast internet, customer service, and managed Wi-Fi solutions from SCRTC.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport?
Get in.
51. Barren County had a 7-point lead at the end of the first quarter, led by 5 at halftime, 26-21. And then Franklin-Simpson went hot in that third quarter, knocking down 5 threes to take a 20-10 advantage over the Trojanettes to go up by 5. And right now it's a 6-point lead for Franklin-Simpson. As it's been the 3-point shooting today for Franklin-Simpson. That's been a big difference in this game.
In the second half.
Third quarter even, they had 5 threes. They haven't made any threes here in the fourth. And Barren County needs to make a few threes. Here's McFall trying to penetrate. Can't go. Sends it back out to Burton. Right side it goes to Slagle. Slagle in the middle to Bird. Bird trying to work inside with a spin move. In traffic. Puts it up. It's in and out. And the rebound comes off to Smith. Gives it off to Pennington. 2:55 to go in the game. Pennington on the dribble against Shelby Bird. Trying to get that screen set. They come chasing her. Gives to Rigsby. Rigsby off the left side. Taylor. Taylor against Slagle. Taylor still on the dribble. Getting close to a 5-second count here. And McFall reaches in and ties it up. Possession goes to Barren.
Big possession right there, Jay, for Barren County.
Yep.
To get the tie.
Need some three-pointers here if you're Barren County. You've only made 3 in the first half, none here in the second half. Had some good looks, just wouldn't go down. Slagle baseline shot is up and good.
That's a nice shot.
Slagle gets her second basket of this quarter, and it's 47-43. 2:22 left to play. Smith with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. On the right side of the floor. Sends it out now to Pennington. Pennington on the dribble against Shelby Bird. Driving it to the left side. Gives it off in the corner to Taylor. On the high post, Smith. Back out. It's Rigsby. Rigsby. Now looking. Sends it to Pennington. Pennington on the dribble against Shelby Bird. Between the legs and goes down in the corner now. A trap. Back out to Rigsby. Down a minute 52. Need a turnover here. And McFall came up with it. Gives it to Bragg and now to Slagle. Need a 3 to cut it to 1 point here. Here's McFall up the baseline. Goes up and it's blocked. And it goes off of Taylor and out of bounds for Franklin-Simpson with a minute 38 to play.
Yeah, that was tight right there. A lot of hands on that ball.
Yep. Shelby Bird sends it out to McFall. Gives it over to Burton. In the corner, it's Bird. Being defended there by Dean. Back to Bird. Left wing 3. No. And offensive rebound put back up too strong. Another offensive rebound by Bragg, and she's going to be fouled. And they're going to put this one on Dean, I think. And if it is, that's her 4th. Or at least I have her for 4. With a minute 22 to play. And Hannah Bragg will be at the free throw line for the Trojanettes for a pair.
That last foul was on Dean, Jay.
Okay. And I think I have her for 4. Free throw's good for Hannah Bragg. It's her 3rd point of the game. Barren County is 6 of 8 from the free throw line here in the second half. Bragg for 1 more to cut the lead to 2. It's on the way. She got it.
Got them both.
So it's 47-45. Pressure is on by Barren County. Smith with the basketball. Gives to Taylor. Back to Smith. Smith gets it across the midcourt line. Down to 1:15 to play. Pennington with it. Pennington working. On the dribble, being chased by Bird in the corner. They give it to Taylor. Taylor now in trouble. Throws it off to Rigsby. 1 minute to go in the ball game. Pennington with the basketball for Franklin. And a reach-around foul on Shelby Bird. That's going to be her 2nd. And that is the 4th foul of the quarter?
I think so, Jay.
So it's Franklin-Simpson basketball with 57.7. Ball comes out to Pennington. And that was over and back. Over and back. And we got a foul. And at the line will be Taylor for 2 shots.
Jay, did that look like an over and back?
It was over and back.
Well,
look that on the instant replay, Will Perkins. Check that one out.
Did anybody get a hand on the ball?
Free throw missed by Taylor. 2nd one is up, and it comes off. Rebound to Bragg. Trojanettes can take the lead on a 3-point shot here. 41 seconds to play. A timeout by Piper Lindsay. Yep. And this will be, a 30 or a full? Still haven't signaled it yet.
Full.
Full timeout.
Yep.
We'll take 30 seconds here on the CBC Radio Network.
We're making country great again. Come on!
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie. It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Well, here we go, Jay.
Slagle will toss it in for the Trojanettes. Comes into Bragg, gives it back to Slagle. Slagle trying to drive right, gives it off to Bird. Bird in the lane, floater, got it! Now they need to play some defense here. Ties it at 47. 28 seconds to play. Pennington with the basketball for Franklin-Simpson. And it's almost knocked away. She pushed off. And down to the floor, we've got a what? Tied up ball?
Timeout, I think.
They got a timeout. My goodness alive.
I believe Franklin called time. I believe, Jay.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
30-second timeout with 21.6.
Well, 21.6 seconds.
Yeah, if you're Barren County, you got to try to come up with a steal.
Yep. 47-47. They're not going to be in a hurry. Franklin will not be in a hurry to put up a shot. They're going to run the clock. And then I look for them with 10 seconds or so to go, 12 seconds maybe, try to get something going in a play. Well, here we go, Jay.
And it's going to be Taylor to toss it in for Franklin-Simpson. Trying to find somebody open. Comes into Smith. She gives it back to Taylor. Taylor back to Smith. Smith is going to be fouled by Bragg.
Right.
With 15.5. Stops the clock, and Smith is 3 for 4 at the charity line.
You know, Jay, it looks like what Barren County's trying to do, at least in this most recent possession, is just force somebody else to take the ball. They were denying number 24.
Free throw is up and good.
Oh, it's good. She hit it.
For Chloe
it's a big foul shot. Big foul shot.
48-47. Second shot for Smith on the way, and it's good. It's going to take a 3 to win it for Barren. 49-47. It's Burton with a basketball over to Bird, and a timeout here by Coach Piper Lindsay with 9.4. Franklin-Simpson 49. Barren County 47. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll be back in 30 on the CBC Radio Network.
Are you looking for high-quality, cost-effective, and highly visible advertising? At ATM Media Solutions, we offer large-scale marketing with ease. We have 4 LED billboard locations: Highland Pharmacy in Sonic, the intersection of 31E and Trojan Trail, Highway 90 East, Burkesville Road, and our newest location in front of Gondolier. Call 270-629-4542 to get a quote today. ATM Media Solutions. Advertise with ease.
9.4 seconds to go. It is 49-47. Franklin-Simpson. Barren County with a basketball. Either go for a tie or you go for the win.
Jay, that's a tough call.
Will we have overtime? We'll see. In these final 9.4 seconds. As Burton gets the ball into Bird, back to Burton. Burton trying to penetrate, losing the handle. Scramble for on the floor, and it'll be a jump ball, and possession goes to Franklin-Simpson with 3.6. Timeout Franklin-Simpson now. And this will be full timeout. So we'll be back in 30 seconds here on the CBC Radio Network. .6, Franklin-Simpson basketball. They lead at 49-47. And Rigsby will toss it in. Rigsby gets the ball in play to Pennington. And a foul on Shelby Bird with 2.4. Free throw is no good for Pennington. Her first trip to the line. She can hit the three-point shots, but she does shoot 76% from the line on the season. That's pretty good.
You know, Jay, if she misses this shot, Barren County's got an opportunity.
And she did. It's coming off to Burton, and quickly a timeout. And I don't know, it was 2.4, right? And now it's 1.3. Yes. So that is going to be a desperation shot, at least to midcourt. We'll see what kind of play is going to be drawn up here. 1.3 to go. Barren ball trailing 49-47.
Jay, and they're going to inbound the ball underneath the basket. They're going to have to go the length of the court. They're not going to put it in at half court. Well, the three-point shot has been the key today, Jay.
That's right. It was one of the keys of, shutting Franklin down was the three-point shooting, and it just hadn't been there today because Pennington has just made some unbelievable three-point shots in this game for Franklin-Simpson, hitting 6 and 9 as a team. And Franklin-Simpson picks up with full-court pressure. Here's Burton. Burton trying to throw it long. It comes into Slagle. Slagle mid-court shot's going to come up short, and Franklin-Simpson is going to win it by a score of 49-47 over Barren County to give the Trojanettes their first loss of the year. They gave Marshall County their first loss yesterday at 39-35. And now they do it again with Barren County here this afternoon. 49-47 is the final score. And we'll be back in 2 minutes here on the CBC Radio Network.
Mow, dig, haul, trench. The reliable Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor is highly capable. A smooth hydrostatic transmission makes for easy operation and versatile attachments that help you handle the job. The Kubota BX Series is the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. Talk to your Kubota dealer to schedule a demo.
Your local Kubota dealer is J&J Sales on the corner of West Main and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Growing up is realizing that everyone who told you to eat your breakfast when you were little was actually eating this for breakfast.
It's your turn to take your place at the breakfast table and savor the taste of culinary independence with freshly toasted bagels at McDonald's. Indulge in the breakfast you've always wanted and start the day off the right way, your way.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that Farmers RECC honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got
Franklin-Simpson 49-47 in this championship game. Coach Piper Lindsay joins me now. Coach, we knew they were a good three-point shooting team, especially Pennington. She knocked down 6 of them. Some were just unbelievable threes that she threw up. And on top of not getting the breaks that we should have got, that's the difference in the ball game here.
Yeah, we knew she could shoot it well. We told her, she's lights out from anywhere, and, you just can't let her get loose. You can't get her any kind of space. And as far as the others, they usually shoot 18-19% usually from the three, and they had some good looks, and they fell for them. I don't think we did a very good job of attacking them early. We were just kind of scared to attack them, and I don't really know where that comes from, but I thought we did a better job eventually. But yeah, they shot it really well. Credit to them. They were up in us a little bit at times and kind of rattled us some, and so now we know it. Now we know where we are, and we know what to expect.
Franklin-Simpson played that 2-3 zone, kind of extended it out quite a bit, but we didn't seem to get penetration or a whole lot of execution against that zone, shooting a lot of threes. I don't know how many we ended up with. We only made 3 in the first half, but I don't know how many we actually took. Glenn will have that for us here in a little bit, but it goes back to Franklin-Simpson hot shooting from Pennington today.
Yeah,
because they set those screens for her.
They do, and that's their offense right there is ball screen for her. And I thought we did a better job maybe the second half on her. Maybe I'm making that up as far as her threes.
Quarter, okay, but Taylor hit 2 threes there.
Yeah,
in the third quarter
so I think that was better. But the shots we were getting, I want Addison McFall. I'm going to tell her, keep shooting that shot.
They were good looks.
They'll fall, and we just didn't shoot it well tonight, and I really don't think it had anything to do with them because they were packed up in that zone. So really, I think we've just got to make sure we're more physical and finish better at the rim, and I think we can make the adjustments by February, March, or whenever we play them again when it really matters.
Yeah, I think it's February 3rd. You go down there for a regular season game, and possibility you might see them on down the road there in the 4th region tournament. Who knows? But still, you got Warren East, a district game coming up for you on Friday. You got a couple of days off to rest, maybe make some adjustments and things and work on. But Warren East, a team that's 7-3, but I don't think their schedule's been as strong as it normally is. But still, you got to focus on that game for Friday night.
Yeah, we do. It's a district game. You don't really look at records or anything like that. You can't look at the stats or whatever. They're going to come ready to play. We just got to be ready. We'll regroup. We'll be all right. We'll take a few days off and then gather ourselves and forget about this one, learn from it, and move on.
Well, it's been a grueling four games.
It has been.
Days.
It's been. Of course, they were in the same boat, but yeah, you're right. It has been a tough 4 games in the 3 days, and I don't know. I just like our chances next time we play them.
Yeah. Coach, thank you. Appreciate it. See you Friday.
Thank y'all for coming.
All right. Coach Piper Lindsay, the Trojanettes, 49-47. Franklin-Simpson here this afternoon. And we continue our post-game coverage here brought to you by TJ Regional Health. And we'll take a 2-minute break and come back with our post-game coverage here in a moment as the Franklin-Simpson Lady-Cats are the champions of the South Warren Lady Spartan Holiday Tournament. 49-47 winners over Barren County. Back in 2 minutes on the CBC Radio Network.
You. Always. Farmers RECC is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Have you injured your services?
Back here for more of the postgame report, brought to you by TJ Regional Health. Barren County falling to Franklin-Simpson this afternoon by a score of 49-47. Trojanettes had a 12-5 lead at the end of the first quarter. It was 26-21 at halftime, and then Franklin-Simpson went on a run with those threes there, 5 threes in that third quarter to outscore the Trojanettes 20-10. And Barren County wins the fourth quarter 11-8, but falls short 49-47. Franklin-Simpson had 16 field goals. 9 of those were three-pointers. They were 8 of 14 for the foul line. Allie Pennington had 20 points for Franklin-Simpson today. She knocked down 6 threes, 13 for Chloe Smith. She had 4 baskets and was 5 of 6 from the free throw line. 7 points for Mila Rigsby, a 3, a 2, and a couple of free throws. 2 threes for Mackenzie Taylor in that third quarter, 4-6, and 3 points for Madeline Dean. For the Barren County Trojanettes, 16 field goals, but only 3 three-pointers, all in the first half today. 10 of 13 from the foul line. Shelby Bird had 23 to lead the Trojanettes out of the 47 points today. She will be our player of the game, brought to you by Southern States. She had actually 16 in the first half, held a 7 in the second half, as she ended up with 10 baskets and 2 of 4 from the foul line. 5 points for Mahala Burton, a three-pointer and 2 free throws. 2 points for Addie Schlegel, and Ashley Atkinson had 4. 5 for Addison McFall, a 3 and a 2. Hannah Bragg scored a couple of baskets, actually 1 basket and 2 free throws for 4. And 2 points for Riley Wilson on 2 of 3 from the line. And Glenn, let's have some more McDonald stats.
Well, Jay, it really came down to the three-point shooting for Franklin-Simpson. I mean, when in that third quarter alone, just in the third quarter, Franklin-Simpson was 5 of 7 from behind the arc. 71%, shooting 71%. Yes, it is. And Barren County, in that, entire second half, did not score a 3. We were actually 0 for 9. We put up 9 threes.
Yeah. And most of them were good looks.
Yeah, they were. They just, you have those nights where your threes are falling, and they've been falling for us until today. But today we ran into like a buzzsaw, and we just couldn't get them to fall, bottom line. Yep. And that was the course of the game. It's hard to trade a lot of three-pointers for two-pointers.
Right.
And we had some opportunities even there late in the game, at the end of the game, but we just couldn't quite get the shots to fall when we needed them.
That is true. So, as Coach Piper Lindsay said, they'll just regroup, and we'll see them again in February at Franklin-Simpson and maybe again in the regional tournament. We'll find out later in March, of course. And, again, the final score here, 49-47, Franklin-Simpson over Barren County. Our next broadcast here on WCLU 104.7 will be Friday, when the Trojans and Trojanettes host Warren East in a district doubleheader. And then on Saturday, the Trojanettes will be at Bowling Green in the German American Bank Shootout against Clarksville, Tennessee Christian. That'll be at 12:45. We'll have that broadcast as well. And then we'll head to Adair County, where the Trojans will take on Adair County in that Saturday night game as well. So thanks to all the folks listening over WFKN 92.3 in Franklin this afternoon. And for everybody at WCLU 104.7 in Glasgow, thanks to our studio producers, Luke Pritchard in Glasgow and Will Cody in Franklin, and Will Perkins in BC Live with live stream. And now for Glenn Bird, this is Jay Turner until Friday night. Good night and Happy New Year. And we're signing off this afternoon from South Warren High School in Bowling Green.